it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. He'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the Panthers 41-yard line.
59, ready. 25. Single, slot. Slant. Check it out, please.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Patterson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Cordero Patterson. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! DJ Moore. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ryan.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Patterson on the carry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Richie James, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager.
Here's a diving catch right side.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw there taken in by Dorsett.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week, saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go, and he believes that.
To throw again on second down. Darnold.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Steps away to his left. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Sliding out of the pocket. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe
no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Olivier Vernon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now Ryan. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 30 on second down, Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand. And the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. To throw is Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And some space here. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Goldman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Wayne Goldman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.